G'day guys and welcome to the Friday email. My name's Sam Saggers. I want to welcome you to some tips and great strategies on what's happening in today's property market. Of course, for the best tips and strategies, I'd encourage you to come along to one of our property information nights. They're free and they're held all around the country and are available to everyone. You can take some great notes and learn some good current tips and strategies on what's happening in an always evolving property market. So what I'm going to talk about today was a report that was released. It's great information for property investors, and it was released by BIS Shrapnel, or Biz Shrapnel, who are economists and really focus on all sorts of parts of the moving parts of the economy. And one section they focus on is the different markets in Australia and how they're going to perform from a forecast point of view. Wouldn't it be great if you could find an area to invest in that's going to perform and grow naturally, and you're going to make some money, some great capital growth? At our property information nights, of course, we share some tips and strategies on how to buy in these markets, so that's one great reason to come along to one of those events, and as I say, they're held all the time. But let's delve down and grab a pen. Right now in Australia, there's some areas which are going to grow at around 6% per annum every year for the next 3 to 4 years. In fact, BIS Shrapnel have put them down and named them, which makes it real easy for us. So let's look. If we were getting 6% by the market, 6% return by the market, if your house went up by 6% in value, would you be happy? I know I would. And where is that going to happen? It's going to happen in New South Wales, in Newcastle, and in Sydney. And it's also going to happen in some other areas. They're predicting actually Perth to make a comeback, and Townsville as well. So all these areas are going to perform at 6% capital growth every year for the next 3 years. Fantastic. It's not just 1 year, every year for the next 3 years. Now, obviously, we'd like to better that. And how are we going to do that? We're going to punch out a strategy. If we could find a strategy that helps you buy, and you're going to learn this by coming to the property information night, and add it to the market, imagine the return we could get then. So let's just take it for granted that over the next year, every year for the next 3 years, you're going to get a 6% return on your property in Sydney, Newcastle, Townsville or Perth. Okay. Now if we apply a discount strategy, let's just say we use that, we just buy well, we meet a vendor who's in a little bit of distress, and we haggle, we get a good price, and we get another 6% discount, and that property has a 6% rental return. Right there, we've bought ourselves a very good property. We've got a 6% market play, we've got a 6% discount, and we've got a 6% rental return. That's the type of property strategy which I think is great from a buy and hold point of view. I know that we teach a lot of our clients how to do this successfully. This is a very basic example, but there's properties out there in today's market that have real values of, say, $300,000, and you can pick them up for $250,000. Combine that market force and the return that's already available on the property, and you get yourself a very solid investment for the future. The property market allows us to do that. It's a great way for people to leverage and move forward in their wealth creation plan. I would encourage you to come to one of our property information nights because they're held everywhere, and this type of stuff, it's gone over in far better, greater detail, and there's always some further and better points to learn by coming to one of our events. My name's Sam Saggers. I hope to see you there. Catch you soon.